So you ever get down and you philosophizing, and as the words are rolling off of your tongue and you tasting them, and you start to sound like a preacher man, and people start to gather around you, and you're gathering rows and rows of fans. You look up and realize that they're waiting to hear and they're listening for the man. They roll in like shadows after the noonday sun, warming their hands, maybe looking for fun. There's always some place to go, but there are only a few places that are a good place to be. Don't point no finger saying what I want you to do until you've worked on fixing first me. We love y'all. We're all in a hurry, but please slow down and help your brother and sister and the children and let them all know that the only race that matters, the only race that we're truly in, and we have a goal in sight. The only race we're in, we need to run for the human race. We need to be about each other. And it's about the journey, it's about the goals, it's about the milestones along the way. And it is a marathon, and at times it is a sprint. And you got to kick sometimes and dig. Sometimes you got to stop and pick your brother up that has stumbled. And maybe you and your sister have lost their way. And lo and behold, you find another sister that you think has lost her way. But no, she just doubled back from the last time she was lost because she knows the way out. And in this, my brothers and sisters, there can be no doubt. On this long highway, we are the human race. Act like a Neanderthal and wonder why you fall. We're all in this together. And with that, there's no storm we can't weather. Sunshine and rainbows. Somewhere in the middle, there's rain. It's all the spectrum. We're the same color. We're color human. Be safe. Y'all have a good evening. Giving love never lost anybody anything. Somebody else might have called themselves a winner. But love never lost. It just found a new place to go to love again. Donate your energy to a good cause because you can't keep it. You can only give it away. You might as well give it to someone you love. Make your best day. Maybe this is what I was put on earth here to say is maybe the whole universe is what we make of it. Every bad thought you put out there, maybe it doesn't happen. But that's a bad thought that bounces out there and it doesn't go away. That bad vibration, maybe they bounce out there and blend together and our voices amplify when they mix. And maybe our words come true in the big by and by, some out there somewhere, and they double back again. And the louder we yell and the bigger discord, the more those discords come together out in the great beyond in time and space, and they create their own dimensions and come alive. And whatever those lives are, they fight amongst themselves, and it gets bigger, and those people gods, demons, angels fighting these great beings, these hosts of heavenly bodies. We created that universe with our thoughts and our actions. And it all starts in here. I don't know if that's true. It's as true as anything else. I know being angry, the only thing that being angry gets you is mad. And there's certainly a place for it. Don't deny the bad things that have happened, but define the truth for yourself for tomorrow with love, good intentions, and studied actions. Intentions don't mean anything if you don't know the world you live in and the world that you will create by your actions of today. Because tomorrow has consequences, the next 5 seconds has consequences. Pay attention, your vote counts, you vote with your actions. It doesn't happen once a year in the primaries and the generals. You vote with every step you take, every word you make in your head, your thoughts before you blow them out of your mouth. It counts again. In the world we live in, it never goes away from here on. You're recording it, you're walking around in public, there are cameras, no excuses. If you're not recording it, are you sure somebody else isn't? You live in a different world, so the excuses are going out the window. We build our reality. Now, how angry was I right there? Now, if I'd said all that and said, we build our reality, there are no excuses. I rounded the edges of all the tones. The syllables are all the same. Everyone knows. That's the difference between Jerry Lee Lewis banging out on the piano, which is fantastic. I mean, don't give me that boogie woogie drive. Whole lot of shaking going on. And that's fantastic. There's a three-fingered Charlie Miller, I think. Had this rhythm blues hand over here. Oh, Lord. There are piano players that would pay extra to have fewer fingers. Jimmy Swaggart and Jerry Lee Lewis both saw that man play that piano. And they created different realities for themselves, different arcs, where they took that music. And they're both beautiful noises. One has that edge. Oh, man, a whole lot of shaking going on. Shake, don't break. That's great. And his cousin, some great, really great old hymnal style ballad gospel songs. Go Tell It on the Mountain. Go tell it on the mountain. And you get this pinky on this hand over here going like it was going out on a teletype. A telegram. Like right up there at the not the very highest key on the piano. Go tell it on the mountain, o'er the hills and everywhere. I tell you, the man had the range to hit that same like high F that key is up there. I don't know what if it's high F. It might even be a G. I don't know. I can kind of make that sound in the back of my throat and slap my tongue, but that man could sing and make that. Like you'd have to put my pinky toe on my left foot in a vice for me to make that sound. I'm telling you, different directions. Their input, they were shoulder to shoulder watching that guy play through the window. They drug up a crate, and the guy that run the juke joint first said, "You kids, what are you boys doing?" "Nothing. What you watching dinner?" All right, now, don't you guys do anything back here. Don't you break nothing. Don't set none on fire. Don't you be carving your names in the... But you can listen. Just be quiet. Don't get in anybody's way. And y'all don't tell your mamas where you been. All right. And if you see anybody you know in here, you don't know nothing. You don't tell nobody. All right. Y'all thirsty? Want some lemonade? Okay. You go pee behind the truck over there. Just watch out for snakes. Those two was side by side. There's some rabbit trails in the swamp. What the hound dog barking about? Over there in the swamp. There's some rabbit trails in the swamp, motherfucker. Shit. Man, they got... And the baby rabbits, they don't even look normal. They shaped like rats with like bare ears and attitude. He said, "Man, you sure you ain't talking about them wheelie looking muskrat looking nutria-rats? Nutria? You know they call them swamp bunnies, don't you? Do you think that big long bare tail like shrinks up into a fluffy cottontail? And what kind of wax you been smoking? Get that stuff out of that. You know you can't smoke it in a fountain pen. You know that, right? It's called a vape pen. You. Oh man. If your brains was filled with peanuts, you couldn't make a teaspoon a Peter Pan for my PB&J sandwich. You ain't got a nuts what a... Oh, you ain't got a half a... Oh, a baby squirrel would would thirst to death for milk through his mama titties if she had to live off of your brain if it was a nut. Oh, oof. Ah, you starving milk out of the squirrel titty, you so stupid. So these two youngsters told you story time with Uncle Goat. you didn't think this was going to be the abridged version, did you? You have your legs go numb when you're sitting down and your knees crackle, and you start out your legs are numb. Hey, I gotta tell you, getting old ain't for weaklings. Alright, so that was just a little fourth wall aside. Okay. So your legs go numb. You stand up. Oh, got pins and needles, and then your knees crack. And it feels like your upper legs separated from your lower legs. And your body is just floating up here like a Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade float, like your ass is full of helium all of a sudden. Woo, that's okay, your knees don't hurt no more. You know why? Because you high. Ho, 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 ho. Ho.